Crafty Gamer Freya is now live streaming Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 3 Astarion Origin FireBlood Act 3.
Hey guys, sorry, this week has been really interesting the last 2 weeks. Had some obligations last week that had to attend to, which kept me out of the house for longer than expected. And then this week, unfortunately, anytime I go out, I risk, unfortunately, catching whatever random thing is going around during the fall. So, between allergies and everything else, I've been having an interesting week of trying to fight off the hives. It's always fun when I'm having allergies so severe I can sometimes not even feel like I can breathe right, but let alone itching all over to where I literally can see hives popping up. So I fought them back. Voice is mostly back, but it is what it is. Today I had some more obligations I had to attend to, plus I'm still not feeling that great, hence very, very late stream. It is probably just gonna be me tonight, and mainly just because, can't always manage to get friends on, or, because they also have lives. So, I'm gonna go after Ansur tonight. I think that's gonna be the main focus, see if we can't get that done. And then we might pop on back on over to Final Fantasy XIV and kind of continue from there. I don't think it's gonna be too long of a stream today. I am gonna try and stream tomorrow, but I may have to adjust my times over the next few weeks as I get used to some things that we're trying to get going on in the works, so that we can kind of stabilize life for a little bit. Oh crap, we forgot the one thing I was supposed to get. Oh well. And so gonna go ahead and load in the game. I totally forgot that I had to do the whole Ansur quest line, and when I was going over the last things that I needed to do before everything with Z, I was a couple days later, I was like, oh fuck, we gotta go kill Ansur. So yeah, that's kind of where it went today. I was like, oh fuck, we gotta go kill Ansur. So yeah, not because we want to kill Ansur, but more or less as long as we've got the Emperor in our corner, that's just gonna be the inevitability of it all. So I did do some inventory management, and I did a lot of inventory management, mainly because that was needed in order to kind of stream things along for y'all, to where you guys wouldn't have to sit there while I went through a crap ton, and I do mean quite literally a crap ton of stuff, and decided what I was going to do with it all. We still do have to rescue our beautiful Bazel, because we're never going to leave Bazel to the whims of Warren. But before we go after Gortash properly, we should probably go handle we did take down the Steel Watch. It'll make things a little bit easier. But I should have thought of that before I took down the Steel Watch. Because now we might face a little bit more resistance getting into the thing. So we're probably going to creatively enter the prison. Anyways, that all being said, let's go ahead and hit the waypoints and get going. I am just going to continue to keep Trina in party because the amount of crowd control that can be done there is pretty awesome to have. It'll be very useful for this part. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at today. Let's see. I think we're just going to come at it from here. Yeah, we're gonna venture forth. I think the way that we helped Counselor Floric escape is gonna be our best bet. I normally would bring Will with us, but I just really don't feel like leveling him up and making sure that he's all stacked out. And I really hate the fact that I don't use greater use of Will because his Eldritch Blast is super nice to have. But alas, also because patch 7 is not available on PS5 yet or Xbox, we are still pre-patch 7, which, well, all of us with PS5 and Xbox are groaning over, but we know that console integrations with things, specifically mods, is not going to be something that Sony's going to be particularly freaking happy about, and Xbox hasn't always been known, well, to be too happy with that either. So, always knew that it was a possibility that we would have to wait longer, so I don't know, I can't remember if we got any of the endings or if we're just gonna get it all together when they release patch 7 altogether. So I have a feeling that none of the endings have updated for PS5 either. But here we are.
15 recommend 2 doses.
Tim man breathe. That watcher sent him flying. Did you see how far that watcher threw me?
Anyways, this is the way we're gonna go down. And then we're going to go ahead and jump from here after casting a scroll of fly. I have enough arrows and everything else that we're going to need that we should be good. We should be able to use lightning bolt no problem without using spell slots. I'll get my summons and cast all of our stuff when we get down there. I'm not really super worried about it.
Non-confrontation.
It's been like a super duper long week though. Hopefully the rest of your guys' weeks are going great and you're not having any issues.
That might be worth a look.
Maybe it was the other way I needed to go around. And by the way, before you ever go after Gortash, strong recommendation, and I do mean a very strong recommendation, take care of Ansur first. It's probably a better bet. And if I had just come around this way to begin with, we wouldn't have had to waste all that time, but, you know, best laid plans of mice and men, sometimes I forget where I'm going. And today, well, let's just say, I forgot where I was going. Okay.
Lost in thought.
Right, let's go ahead and get some beasties out. I think we're gonna find that fire Myrmidon, since we're gonna have to go up against air. This will be helpful. Let's see. We're going to also go ahead and
At least things have stayed interesting.
okay, not as worried about that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get alright, got her. Let's see. Do I have a good elixir of viciousness? Yes. That will help.
No time to rest.
Peerless focus.
I applaud your taste.
Peerless focus. Okay, let's go ahead and so much right now. Okay, now let's go back down to camp.
At the ready.
And let's get us...
I've got a long road ahead.
What a day.
Now let's go ahead and get a scroll of aid going for us. And
Excellent choice.
if I remember correctly, I can't really use Mage's Armor anymore on him. Alright, so with that,
How delicious.
I think we'll be good to go. That should be us all potioned up. Let's see if there's anything that's alright. Lovely.
There's blood in the air. Mutilating them.
We are not doing so very well with that. Alright. Well, that could have already been gone, but... and there we go. Don't think we'll have anybody else to worry about. Because, like I said, we already freed Floric. So now it should just be a matter of turning these off. And Astarion should be able to use lightning arrows, and we should be able to get this done. other playthrough I've ever done this with. I really, honest to goodness, I have brought one with me. So I kind of find it funny that this is the one where I'm just like, you know what, I don't feel like it. But then again, I have every reason to like be at that point. I really do want to get to the point where I'm doing tactician or honor mode runs instead, as well as getting some more Final Fantasy and other content, Final Fantasy 14 and other content up. On my non-streaming one, I've got like that character up to like level 38 right now, which is nice. And been having a lot of fun with just like basically main questing.
The statue before you.
Peril floods my province.
Oh.
The palisades fall. Beyond lies the Grand Worm, deep in slumber, awaiting a true hero's advent, should my domain drown in torment. Be you the deluge, turn away. Be you the hero, answer true. Are you worthy?
Poetic nonsense. There is no worm and no savior.
You sense neither life nor spirit within the statue. A powerful variant of magic mouth has been cast on it, allowing it to speak only recorded messages. The statue gives no response.
Ancient Ansur, hear me. A champion is proclaimed. The test begins. Let your judgment follow.
2 centuries walking the streets, and I never knew this was under them. What other wonders have I missed?
Well, apparently we've missed quite a bit.
Art.
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in an open-air market. You know this market, the Wide. You pilfered a trinket or two from it in your day.
Knowing that Astarion was a
The
magistrate,
A
I find it
red-haired
funny.
man is portrayed with his cloak's hood lowered, giving an apple to a smiling urchin. Several other children are huddled behind the one receiving the apple, hands outstretched.
His responses in
induction.
this, just because.
A red-haired man is depicted in hushed conversation with a dark-haired woman. She wears a cloak with an unusual symbol on it, tally marks totaling the number 9.
I'm wondering, could that be a reference to the 9 fingers?
The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact. It's an astrolabe of entrapment. It could hold a dozen djinn within it, perhaps even more.
Interesting. Astrolabe of enchantment.
The chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind. A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance. The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows. A shiny apple rests on the ground nearby.
A true champion knows justice and eliminates those who stand in its way. Restore the balance of justice.
What is the balance of justice? Okay, so first off, we know we need to move this. And in order to do that...
Never a dull moment.
Which way to the nearest library?
Ability to use the staff.
The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratching.
Careful, I might. Off you go then. There's a darkness surrounding it. I can't do anything while it's there.
Ready and willing.
Daylight is a spell.
Looking ahead.
Don't be shy.
do not think I have any scrolls for daylight.
You have my attention.
Guarded by some malicious aura. Need to dispel it to get past.
I can get everybody over here. Then cast Sunbeam. Okay, so it's immune to radiant. Fire, lightning. Its weakness is sunlight. The one spell I do not have right now.
Watch your back. So the only way I could have done that is if I had...
Can't give up now.
That might be able to help us.
Yes! Now it. The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them, somehow. The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them.
Fairy fire is not going to work. Alright. Luckily, we don't have to go back that far. But we're just going to have to make do with the one cast of Moonbeam and try and get all the paintings taken care of. I think that's going to be the only way we're going to pull that one off. It's either that or send somebody very quickly back to... after having Shadowheart cast daylight on something.
2 centuries walking the streets, and I never knew this was under them. What other wonders have I missed? Ugh. Art.
Okay.
Restore. Cleanse the world.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Well, we lost our cheeky closet.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Sport. Highlight of our misadventures to date.
Oh yes, I forgot. This is one of those ones.
What now?
Prove your There is but one rule. The Dark King must fall in 2 moves. Are you a commander of armies? Or a shivering pawn? Fodder for cleverer minds.
Lanceboard happens to be a game with which I have more than a passing familiarity. Might I offer a suggestion?
Why, yes.
First, move your white queen to the upper right corner. Then, move her 4 squares to the left. A king can only withdraw to 1 square after the first move, and after the second, has nowhere to retreat.
Move your white queen to the upper right corner, and then move her 4 squares to the left. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why it helps to have somebody of high intelligence in the party. Okay, so we now have beaten 2 trials. Next is the darn book trial. Has our highest AC. Okay. Astarion has an armor class of 14.
Well.
Armor class 18.
I have a lot on my mind.
Armor class 16.
In it.
Armor class 15. Okay, so we are going to go ahead. And we're gonna have
a champion burns bright, even when rushing waters and moaning winds threaten to extinguish the flames. Take the torch, withstand the elements, prove your courage.
Okay, so with this one, I always separate out my torchbearer.
Don't touch me.
And then get everybody else ready to go. I have always wondered what happens if you just, get rid of all the attuned crystals. This is something I have not done before yet.
Soldier.
Closest attuned crystals, they might have a wee bit less strength here in the circle. And if that's the case,
keep your distance, darling.
Then we can have everybody else standing in. Standing in water, that'd be super awesome. Now, let's get it.
Hold the flame. Keep it burning.
Step quick.
What's this? This is my happy place.
See their chances.
allows us to do that? Just really do not like Gale having any kind of voice. I wonder why that is. Could it be Gale is a threat? Now we're officially gotten the trials down. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute and then I'll be back. We have one more trial to go. And I'll be right back, y'all. Alright.
A good leader has the insight to find good counsel. As a war reaches its end, there is one who doesn't advise for the city's prosperity. Find him and strike him down.
Okay, so we have 3 people down here. And we're going to have to catch these books and find out about their philosophies. Okay, the 5-Year War. The war, in truth, was nothing short of a tragedy. It began with a mild altercation between the sanguine sons of Aeleo and Vita families regarding, if you can believe it, the proper ownership of a sheep farm. Of course, over the course of 3 seasons, full-blown conflict had erupted between Baldur's Gate and Vitican. A pointless war, leaving both cities with nothing but 1,000 youthful corpses to show for it. Okay. Okay, we already knew about that. We've already read that one. Most of these are just gonna be books. We've read that one. Believe it or not, we've read that one. By the time I get here, to be very frank, I have read almost everything that they're gonna throw at us. Okay, so let's just go ahead and try and...
No one's stopped me yet. Must be on my way.
Okay, this is a book. Okay, The Virtues of Unisons by Alwyn Stead. It is quite obvious that the larger kingdoms offer benefits to all people within. As the kingdom grows, so does its fields, its populace, and its economy. A few charged corpses is worthy of sacrifice if a dragon offers to share its hoard, after all. So, too, you should seek union. However imperfect, a powerful kingdom march its army on your borders. Some friction is inevitable. Of course, citizens' rights might erode, for instance, but such lesser issues shall be sanded down by the march of time. Such is the price of peace. Alright.
One with the weave.
Someone there?
The Ethic of War by Kristen Swelto. My colleague Amps proposes fair rules of engagement in times of war, and forgiveness upon victory. Are we to spare our enemies then, once they have fallen to our might? Are we to put all hatred behind us when the surrender is offered? Indeed not, for what shall we do once our opponent gathers new armies and masses, and once again is along our borders? We shall wage another war, and all count lives snuffed out by our own magnanimity. Magnanimity. Once an enemy kingdom is conquered, it must be razed to the ground. Only then can we be free of its specter. I mean, harsh? Harsh? I suppose we should bring Karlach with us. I mean, so far, you know, I'm sorry, but like razing the kingdom to the ground out of fear of the possibility of another war down the line. I mean, the only reason why truces fail is when things aren't truly resolved. So make sure that it's a very 1 foot 2 feet well met. We meet 2 drakes, 1 mink, 1 drop, 2 drinks, 1 bear, 3 bears come join drink here. 1 foot 2 foot well met we meet. Yolanda and Garl shared twixt between them a farl, covered in butter, and they liked each other. Along came a fly who flew with a cry to the buttery farl of Yolanda and Garl. When Garl took a bite, Yolanda shrieked with fright, "Don't eat that, oh my, it's that butterfly." There was an old man named Elmune who made the best buns in Faerun. The elders did scold whenever he sold them. Elm did bring those buns to our room. Oh, okay. that's definitely an interesting book of poetry. We've read the Book of Gods. Alrighty, let's see if we can't catch it while it is.
Come on! Won't hurt you on purpose. Come on! Won't hurt you on purpose.
Damn it! Get down here! Damn it! Get down here!
Direct me. Damn thing could just slow down a moment. Damn thing could just slow down a moment.
All right. What now? Hold still, will you?
If I remember correctly, there was one other way that we can do this. I think we killed it. As in destroyed it. I can tell you after having read this a zillion times, Stud is okay, Amps was okay, it was Swelto, because Swelto wants to raise everything to the ground, and that is just not the way of it.
Insightful decision. The tree of peace bore lasting fruit. Proceed.
Well, hello.
Alrighty then. I forgot you can't shoot them. It's pretty much sleight of hand or, you know, bust with that one. Alright.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Really don't have anything I'm really particularly worried about there.
Yes?
At least not enough that I'd want to use the potion Evangelic Slumber. back as my 6th slot, which is fine.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
What a day.
All right.
Easy. So, the great dragon's naught but bones. Some help that'll be.
Wanna dance?
I don't know. I think that what we're going to do is what I always do, which is you put your highest AC person to wake it up.
A long way from Waterdeep.
You put your squishiest one towards the back.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
We're going to put Trina right here.
How delicious.
What to do?
Someone there?
Alright, that should be...
Hey ho.
that spill from your mouth are not yours, but the worms.
I am Ansur, heart of the gate, butchered in flesh, risen in spirit.
This is one of these times where I wish we could get Ansur as an undead dragon to fight on our behalf if we betray the Emperor, like, right now.
Ansur wends his way through your mind like an unstoppable river. Your body is unmoving, yet thought flows effortlessly between you. The spirit pauses, and you feel the astral prism stir. Ansur senses the Emperor's presence within it.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
A deep sigh resonates within you. The torrent stills, only disturbed by the dragon's next words.
Brack, my words aren't meant for you. They're meant for him.
The Emperor stirs in the astral prism, then in you. Calm, curious, and detached.
Your presence has stirred me, as it ever did. I am awakened. Answer. It's been too long. Once, long ago, we crossed the Kalin together and sailed the Altengri. We built a city by the sea. Ansur was my friend. Friend, yes, and more. Until you killed me. Have you come to dance on my bones, Balduran? Was slaying me not satisfaction enough? Satisfaction? No. You left me no choice. You had every choice. You were becoming illithid. I offered you merciful death. You chose to fight. And now you bring your throne before me. How far has the great Balduran fallen?
Stillness. Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear Ansur, enough! I gave you everything, Balduran, and you repaid me in slaughter. It is time I return the favor. Let my bones rise and the storms gather. Witness Balduran. The final tempest has come. I am the heart of the gate. I am the one who roars. This time, you will not escape it.
Ruh-roh. Okay, so lightning is nullified, poison is nullified, and necrotic is halved. Everything else is fair game. step up a wee bit further than I wanted to.
In striking distance.
Survival is all that matters. You can take me on.
Well, that sucks. where those arrows of dragon slaying are going to come in very handy. I am going to save the majority of those for
choice but to keep going.
My turn. Knees high.
Shit.
Let's spill some blood.
Baldur, what have you done?
Another fight. Let's go.
First off. Oh, there we go.
I'm heating up. Eat it.
Okay.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Now that was a good. I like the hellish rebuke of it all. What? You're really gonna do that to me?
Ansur. I never thought I'd see him again.
And we defeated Ansur.
I was. Now, I am much, much more. But it seems you are more interested in my past. I killed Ansur out of necessity. For the crime of being a Lithid, he would have killed me first.
It's because you guys
It's
don't
like
have
I always told
souls.
you. I
You're
was
not
just
really a Baldur
an
anymore.
adventurer who yearned for greatness. And in mortal terms, I achieved it. As captain of the Wandering Eye, I acquired enough gold to found Baldur's Gate. I stayed for a while to watch my city grow. But it was not enough.
I grew restless again. The sea called to me, and I ran to her with open arms. Life at sea was not easy. Our last adventure was ruinous. My ship was destroyed, my crew lost, but my spirit was far from broken. I was determined to return in triumph once again. I heard of treasure in Moonrise. I strove to find it. What I found was an illithid colony, where I
Final
acquired a
Fantasy.
tadpole much like yours, and became a mind flayer, enthralled to the Elder Brain. It was Ansur who found me. Ansur who pulled me from the Brain's domination. Ansur who brought me home. He sought to cure me of my sickness, called on every healer he could find, nearly broke his spirit in the attempt. But he failed to understand. I wanted no healing. I was not sick.
All right. Alright, sorry guys about that. I had to go grab something to drink and I figured while the cutscene was on. Okay.
Starmane's death was not my fault. Ansur's death was born of necessity. And make no mistake, I grieved them both. Ansur, in particular. Even after he had exhausted all possibility of reversing my condition, he still clung to hope. I tried to convince him of my reality. I was on the cusp of greatness beyond my wildest dreams. But all he could see was a mind flayer. He came to me as I slept. A mercy killing in his mind. I saw the tears. I felt his grief. I had no choice but to kill him first. It was an act of self-preservation. Put simply, yes. And being alive even more so. Do not think that I am ignorant of what I have lost. I may not regret my actions, but I do regret that they were necessary. While the past is beyond my influence, the present is not. It is time we move on. 2 nether stones remain in the hands of the Chosen. We must find them before we confront the Brain.
All right. So every time we start to get the excess crap in my throat, I do a little bit of whiskey or bourbon or something in my tea. So I'm having a little wee nip of Angel's Envy in order to make sure. In case this is something more than just drainage. And I really do try and limit how much I actually have to drink because of my issues. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oops.
Well, hello.
But I figured in the fact that we beat, in so much that we beat Ansur, the great dragon, the protector of Baldur's Gate, the heart of the gate, we should, you know, pour one out for him. I mean, we stayed alive. We took down Ansur pretty quickly. We didn't do too terribly bad. Could have been a lot worse. I mean, is going after Ansur absolutely necessary to do the endgame? No. Is it an interesting story plot? Does it give us more insight into the Emperor? Abso-freaking-lutely. Will I skip it in an honor mode run? Maybe. Just depends on whether or not I'm doing it for story or not. I tend to play for story. So. And since I tend to play for story, I almost always end up doing all the side quests I can.
Let's move.
Thought this place was just a legend. Tall tales just keep coming true.
Go on. Oh, yes.
Sparks.
Alright. We have to break the very horribly bad news to Will.
Ansur is dead. There will be no great tempest roaring through the skies, no dragon redeemer to save us. What hope then for Baldur's Gate? Without the Great Worm's aid, is the city doomed to fall?
You braved the Worm's lair, seeking a savior. Yet it was you, all of you, who vanquished the undead abomination which Ansur became. You are more powerful than you understand. It is you who are the Tempest. It is you who are the heart of the gate.
You're right. We are the warriors who'll slay the Absolute. We are the guardians who'll defend this fair city. Yes, the brain will fall, and the people will hail us as champions. I could even claim my father's own ducal title and carry his banner after this. Grand Duke Will Ravengard, Marshal of the Flaming Fist, the city's truest defender. I fought to right the wrongs of the coast, to slay the monsters that hunt the helpless. What good is a champion who puts himself above the people? What good am I as a politician just out of reach? There will be no Grand Duke Will Ravengard, and there will be no Blade of Frontiers. I am now the Blade of Avernus. For as long as demons and devils imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey.
A calm settles over you. The Elder Brain is a menace, but with the Blade of Avernus at your side, you know you will triumph.
The Blade of Avernus. How marvelous. It rolls right off the tongue. Tell me, little bug, who should Will's first target be? The terrible tyrant himself. Strike him down, bug. Let freedom's bells ring. The brain won't be too far beyond. But what about the next battle? And the next? How mighty will the stalwart blade be without warlock powers to help him? Tell me you haven't forgotten. Once the Absolute is no more, so is my aid. Well, perhaps I might pay a visit once he's settled. Offer some advice. A bit of infernal altruism, if you will. Ah, the thrill of the unknown. I can't wait to see how this epic plays out.
I say with Mizora's death, but we'll see. We will see. Pardon?
Do you feel that? The hells themselves tremble to face such a scourge as Will threatens to be. The blade of Avernus, forged by a cambion, whetted on a dragon's hide. Those devils won't know what's coming for them.
I doubt they will. I swear, lately it's been really weird. It's been like this weird bug where it'll select like more supplies than you want it to select, so you have to kind of like be careful. Alrighty. I think this is where we're pretty much going to end it for Baldur's Gate. I just don't have the wherewithal to go after Gortash right now. I do try and keep my streams to one game. So we do have the option of, oh wait, no, it's kind of late. I do not want to get into Final Fantasy with y'all just to have to log out in like 30 minutes, even though pretty much what I'm doing is just main story quest with y'all. And I'm keeping it focused to that for the first, you know, other than like getting temples and stuff like other dungeons and stuff like that that I need. Mainly because, give me a second.